savage black cat is the master existence of this vast world. These fearless, restless, wandering imps, that only about a quarter of an inch long, are fonder of fighting and biting than any beast I know. They attack every living thing around their homes, often without cause as far as I can see. Their bodies are mostly jaws curved like ice hooks, and to get work for these weapons seems to be their chief aim and pleasure. Most of their colonies are established in living oak somewhat decayed or hollow, in which they can conveniently build their cells. These are chosen probably because of their strength as opposed to the attacks of animals and storms. They work both day and night, creep into dark caves, climb the highest trees, wander and hunt through cool ravines as well as on hot, unshaded ridges, and extend their highways and byways over everything but water and sky. From the foothills to a mile above the level of the sea, nothing can stir without their knowledge, and alarms are spread in an incredibly short time, without any howl or cry that we can hear. I can't understand any of their ferocious courage. There seems to be no common sense in it. Sometimes, no doubt, they fight in defense of their homes, but they fight anywhere and always wherever they can find anything to bite. As soon as a vulnerable spot is discovered on man or beast, they stand on their heads and sink their jaws, and though torn limb from limb, they will yet hold on and die biting deeper. When I contemplate this fierce creature so widely distributed and strongly entrenched, I see that much remains to be done ere the world is brought under the rule of universal peace and love. On my way to camp a few minutes ago, I passed a dead pine nearly 10 feet in diameter. It has been enveloped in fire from top to bottom so that now it looks like a grand black pillar set up as a monument. In this noble shaft, a colony of large jet black ants have established themselves, laboriously cutting tunnels and cells through the wood, whether sound or seems to have been honeycombed, judging by the size of the talus of knob chips like sawdust piled up around its base. They are more intelligent looking than their small, belligerent, strong-scented brethren, and better manners. Though quick to fight when required, their towns are carved in fallen trunks as well as in those left standing, but never in sound, living trees or in the ground. When you happen to sit down to rest or take notes near a colony, some wandering hunter is sure to find you and come cautiously forward to discover the nature of the intruder and what ought to be done. If you are not to near the town and keep perfectly still, he may ride across your feet a few times, over your legs and hands and face, up your trousers, as if taking your measure and giving comprehensive use, then go in peace without raising an alarm. However, a tempting spot is offered or some suspicious movement excites him. A bite follows, and such a bite. I fancy that a bear or wolf bite is not to be compared with it. A quick electric flame of pain flashes along the outraged nerves, and you discover for the first time how great is the capacity for sensation you are possessed of. A shriek, a grab for the animal, and a bewildered stare followed as by bites as one comes back to consciousness from sudden eclipse. Fortunately, if careful, one need not be bitten oftener than once or twice in a lifetime. This wonderful electric species is about 3/4 of an inch long. Bears are fond of them, and tear and gnaw their home logs to pieces, and roughly devour the eggs, larvae, parent ants, and the rotten or soundwood of the south, all in one spicy acid hash. The digger Indians also are fond of the larvae and even of the perfect ants. So I have been told by old mountaineers. They bite off and reject the head, and eat the tickly acid body with keen relish. Thus are the poor biters bitten. Like every other biter, big or little, in the world's great family. There is also a fine, active, intelligent-looking red species, intermediate in size between the above. They dwell in the ground and build large piles of seed husks, leaves, straw, etc. over their nests. Their food seems to be mostly insects and plant leaves, seeds and sap. How many mouths nature has to fill? How many neighbors we have? How little we know about them? And how seldom we get in each other's way? And to think of the infinite numbers of smaller fellow mortals, invisibly small, compared with which the smallest ants are as mastodons. June 14th. The coal basins below the falls and cascades hereabouts, formed by the heavy down-plunging currents, are kept nicely clean and clear of detritus. The heavier parts of the material swept over the falls are heaped up a short distance in front of the basins in the form of a dam, thus tending, together with erosion, to increase their size. Sudden changes, however, are affected during the spring floods, when the snow is melting and the upper tributaries are roaring loud from bank to break. Then boulders that have fallen into the channel, in which the ordinary summer and winter currents were by a mighty bazaar, hurled over the falls into these pools, and piled up in a new dam together with part of the old one, while some of the smaller boulders are carried further downstream and variously lodged according to size and shape, all seeking rest where the force of the current is less than the resistance they are able to offer. But the greatest changes made in these relations of fall, coal, and dam are caused not by the ordinary spring floods, but by extraordinary ones that occur at irregular intervals. The testimony of trees growing on flood boulder deposits shows that a century or more has passed since the last master flood came to awaken everything movable to go swirling and dancing on wonderful journeys. These floods may occur during the summer, when heavy thunder showers, called cloudbursts, fall on wide, steeply inclined stream basins furrowed by converging channels, which suddenly gather the waters together into the main trunk imbuing torrents of enormous transporting power, though short-lived. One of these ancient flood boulders stands firm in the middle of the stream channel, just below the lower edge of a pole dam at the foot of the fall nearest our camp. It is a nearly cubical mass of granite about 8 feet high, flushed with mosses over the top and down the sides to ordinary high water mark. When I climbed on top of it and lay down to rest, it seemed the most romantic spot I had yet found. The one big stone with its mossy level top and smooth side standing square and firm and solitary, like an altar. The fall in front of it bathing it lightly with the finest of the spray, just enough to keep its moss cover fresh. The clear green pool beneath, with its faux boughs and its half circle of lilies leaning forward like a band of admirers, and flowering dogwood and alder trees leaning over all in sun-sifted arches. How soothingly, restfully cool it is beneath that leafy, translucent ceiling, and how delightful the water music, the deep bass tones of a fall. The clashing, ringing spray, an infinite variety of small low tones of the current gliding past the side of a boulder island, and glinting against 1,000 smaller stones down the Ferdy Channel. All this shut in, every one of these influences acting in sharp range as if in a quiet room. The place seemed holy, where one might hope to see God after dark. When the camp was at rest, I groped my way back to the altar boulder and passed the night on it. Above the water, beneath the leaves and stars, everything still more impressive than by day. The falls seemed dimly white, singing nature's old love song with solemn enthusiasm, while the stars peering through the leaf groves seemed to join in the white water's song. Precious night, precious day to abide in me forever. Thanks be to God for this immortal gift. June 15, another reviving morning. Down the long mountain slopes the sunbeams poured, gilding the awaking pines, cheering every needle, filling every living thing with joy. Robins are singing in the alder and maple groves, the same old song that has cheered and sweetened countless seasons over almost all of our blessed continent. In this mountain hollow, they seem as much at home as in farmers' orchards. Bullock's oriole and the Louisiana tanager are here also, with many warblers and other little mountain troubadours, most of them now busy about their nests. Discovered another magnificent specimen of the golga about 6 feet in diameter, a Douglas for 7 feet, and a twining lily, Struffolarian, with stem 8 feet long, and 60 rose-colored flowers. Sugar pine cones are cylindrical, slightly tapered at the end and rounded at the base. Found one today nearly 24 inches long and 6 in diameter, the scales being open. Another specimen 19 inches long. The average length of full-grown cones on trees favorably situated is nearly 18 inches. On the lower edge of the belt at a height of about 2,500 feet above the sea they are smaller, say a foot to 15 inches long, but at a height of 7,000 feet or more near the upper limits of its growth in the